Conceive, believe, achieve.
This is former UFC middleweight champion of the world, Michael Bisping.
Paddy the Baddy here. You're listening to Combat Sports UK.
And you're watching Combat Sports UK.
Hello, I'm Scott Bogey from Combat Sports UK, here with Ivana Petrovic, ahead of her fight against Jamey-Lyn Horth on November 2nd. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing good. And how are you feeling ahead of this upcoming fight?
I'm feeling really ready. I can't wait to step to the cage again. I missed that feeling. It's a really long fight camp because first they asked me about short notice with Casey O'Neill, and I said yes, but then Casey chose someone else, and then I was waiting for this fight for a really, really long. It was probably like 14, 13 weeks. So finally, we are fighting.
Exactly. And do you like to stay active in the octagon?
I like to fight.
Yeah.
It's something with that when you're fighting all the time, that you that you are in that warrior spirit all the time. Discipline. I think it's much better for me. I'm that kind of person who likes to fight. So yeah.
That's great. And in your last fight, you were able to get the arm triangle choke in the third round. How did you feel like that fight was going as a whole?
Um, to be honest, like I said in my interview there, I wasn't so happy with my performance, but yeah, we had some plans, but she had a really weird style, and I didn't expect that I'm going to be that, like, that I don't want to strike with her.
Yeah.
And it's something with that when someone is weird, when someone has a weird striking, that you just don't want to strike with them because you are starting to be weird as well, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could feel her in the cage. I could feel that I'm stronger. And when we were on the ground, I could feel that my ground game is much better. So we changed game plan in the middle of the fight, and I got that finish in the end.
And was it good to finally get that first UFC victory?
Yeah, that really helped me to like build myself up again, because that first loss was chasing me for a long time. Because to be honest, I didn't give everything in that fight. My I was there physically, but my brain was somewhere else. I don't know why. That never happened with me before, but it's probably UFC. That's something that I was
Yeah.
waiting all my career.
Just
So
nerves.
yeah, so it felt really good after winning that one.
And do you feel like that's the good thing about MMA compared to other sports like boxing? Whereas one defeat, that doesn't define your career. You can still have, like Max Holloway, he has got tons of defeats on his record, but he's still up there at the top of the division. Do you feel like that's why MMA is such a good sport overall?
Yeah, I think that too. Everybody can have bad day, everybody can have bad performance, but you can always build yourself up and show that you are a real warrior. And you see really appreciate fighters who want to fight, fighters who are giving everything in the cage. And I'm that kind of fighter. So I think like I had that first loss, and yeah, it sucks, but now it's time to show real me. And yeah, that's good with MMA. I didn't lost anything. I just built so much things after that loss, and I become so much better fighter. So yeah, that's a good thing in MMA, that you can like just learn from that and be probably even better fighter after one loss.
And I remember hearing after your last fight that MMA is actually banned in Norway. How
Yeah.
does how does that affect you?
Uh, to be honest, right now, it doesn't mean so much for me, but it was really hard when I was amateur, because I was spending all my money traveling to England, fighting there because I couldn't fight here. And yeah, financially, it was really hard. And that's make problems for another generation, for another fighters as well. And I think because of them, we really need to legalize it. But also, it would be awesome to fight finally in Norway, to bring UFC in Norway. That would be like a dream. So I really hope it's gonna be legalized soon. But yeah, it affects a lot of MMA fighters because it's banned here.
And I hear another dream of yours is to also have a UFC show in Croatia. How would that be for you?
Okay, that is next level. Like I never fight professionally in my country, and that would means really a lot if I could fight in Croatia. I really hope they can bring UFC to Croatia one day. So yeah, let's cross fingers.
Well, we are getting a lot of good fighters in Europe, so we can definitely get a show out in Europe and hopefully it can be Croatia. Now, you were able to get the Aries Championship. How was that?
Um, it was good. That was Aris's big European promotion. So when I just started my journey, we was trying to find where I'm going to fight, or which organization is going to want me, because I was just
Yeah,
2-0 when I come to the RS. But I was getting good, solid fighters, and I was winning the fights. And in the end, it was like logic that I'm going to get a title shot. And yeah, the first one was with Alexandra Takana. She's a tough fighter, really good. But I showed my skills on the ground, and I finished that fight on the ground. And then I got Evelina Wozniak. She was uh, number one contender in Europe, and I won that one as well on choke. And yeah, it felt really good. But I knew it's time for next step. I knew it
yeah.
I was happy, but I was not for how I'm gonna say that. Like I knew that I need to work, and to continue to
Yeah.
work, because I really wanted to go to the UFC. Yeah, to the next level.
Definitely. And do you feel like you aren't really a champion until you do be able to defend that belt?
I feel that I have that qualification to be champion. I feel that I'm best in that weight class. So yeah, and when I get that belt, I show that to everybody. Um, so yeah, I'm not the fighter like who is like really cocky and who talks so much. So I'm not so popular. I think I need to talk more, or have like more trash talk. Uh, but yeah, I believe in myself. I believe I'm going to come to top 15 as well, as soon as possible. And I really think I'm going to fight with the best in the UFC. So yeah.
And do you think that is the next step? You go out there against Jamey-Lyn, you get the victory, you get stoppage, next up, top 15 opponent.
Yes, that's exactly like you described it. That's the plan. Finish that fight, and then get someone who is top 15, and to show UFC that I'm ready for bigger things.
And do you know when you are wanting to get back in? Is it January, February time, or when do you want to get back into the octagon?
With God helps, with if
Yeah,
everybody is good after the fight. I really want to fight in February. I heard they are going to have I think 9th of February event in Sydney.
yeah.
Uh, Australia was always location where I wanted to go. So that would be perfect scenario for me to get fight in the Sydney in February.
And is there anyone you're wanting to fight in Sydney, or are you just welcoming the challenge?
I didn't understand. Sorry, say it
Is
again.
there anyone you're wanting to fight in Sydney?
So I have few names right now, but I'm gonna keep that for myself. Probably I want to finish this fight first. When that happens, then we are going to talk about that.
Exactly. And how did you get into MMA?
I got to MMA like for few years ago, so not so long time ago. I was kickboxer, previously. I was doing kickboxing since I was 17 years old. And then I moved to Norway when I was 19. Before that, I did the grappling as well. But one day I got a call from one matchmaker from Norway, and he asked me if I want to fight in England in Battle Arena with Melissa Mullins. And I was like, okay, this is it. I need to take it because I always had a dream to fight in MMA. In that time, I didn't actually train so much MMA or grappling and Muay Thai. And yeah, that went well. It was hell of a fight. And I really fell in love in MMA after that. So yeah.
And just reading back your story when you were just starting up, it shows how much you really do love the sport because you were getting up at 4 a.m., doing your sprints, then 6 a.m. you're going to your job, and then you're going for more training afterwards. So it just shows that dedication you have for the sport.
Yeah. Really, that was like my biggest goal in that time was to become professional fighter. And nothing could stop me. Even now, I have that motivation. But that time, when I just wanted to like come from amateur to professional level, I knew that I need to work really hard, and yeah, that was thing. And even I had a few workplaces, and I needed to work and like balance training and work. I was giving everything, and that's the thing I would say to another fighter as well. If you really want it, you just need to work for it, and you're gonna get it.
Exactly. And am I correct in saying that you do own your own academy? Is that correct?
Yes, actually, I'm right here, right now, academy. So yeah, we opened our gym in 2022. It's Orion MMA Academy here in Tonsberg, a small city, like 1 hour from Oslo. Before this, or before we opened it, I was training in Larvik and in Oslo, and it was really hard to combine everything and with the work and all that. And then we opened our gym, and now it's so much easier. And even like we are moving now to another gym, like Orion MMA Academy is gonna move to a bigger place,
Yeah.
so it's getting bigger, and we are really looking forward to that.
And do you help with the coaching aspect of the academy?
Uh, Say it again.
Do you help with the coaching aspect?
Yeah, I help for a bit. I'm not like a world's best coach, to be
Yeah.
honest. I don't see myself like a coach yet, but I'm working with the people who are like more like amateur. I have in my box and burn classes for the people who want to learn a little bit of boxing, come in shape, and all that. So yeah, I'm working a little bit like a coach as well.
And how does it feel when you see your people made the progression over the time? So from they first came into the class to like a few months, how is it seeing that progression?
Oh, it's so amazing! Like that's the thing, and I can see in one of the things that can really motivate me as well, especially when I see those guys that were like 13, 14 years old when they come when we open, and now they are like 2 years older, and they are so amazing. Like younger people are learning so fast, and they are starting to be better than me. Like it's so amazing to see that, and yeah, the progression of another people is my biggest motivation, I think.
And going back to what we were speaking to earlier, you are wanting that top 15 opponent next. How do you feel that the ranking system is? I know Dana White has been quite vocal on how he doesn't like the rankings. How do you see that?
So I heard that, and I'm not sure what to say about that, but it was a lot of things that happened, a lot of fighters that just finished their career, a lot of good fighters that finished their
Yeah.
career. Yeah, some of the weight class doesn't look like it takes time. I think it probably takes 1 year to settle down and to see who is really the best in the flyweight and bantamweight. I think strawweight as well, but I'm watching more bantam and flyweight. So yeah, I don't have so much to say about that, but I think it takes time to, yeah, to really see what's happening there.
And do you feel like the flyweight division is now getting at the top of the division is now a bit more open? Because obviously Valentina Shevchenko has got her title back. That probably has ended the trilogy between her and Grasso. Do you feel like we're now going to see a lot more contenders step up and get that opportunity for the title?
Like no doubt, the weight class is the best girl weight class right now, I think. Probably when I talk to other people as well, everybody thinks that flyweight is the best right now. They have the best contenders. Um, but I don't know what's gonna happen with Valentina now. Like I feel like she fulfilled her dream. Even I really want to see her a little bit more in the UFC. I think like she's maybe finished. I don't know.
Yeah. She's
That's what.
achieved what's needed to
Yeah, she achieved everything. Like she's champ, and I don't know. Yeah, but like I said, I don't know what she's going to decide. But yeah, then Alexa is on the top, but still, I'm not so convinced that Alexa is a new champion after Valentina. I really want to see another girls as well.
yeah.
Uh, Manion and yeah, Rose is there as well. She can surprise us, I think. She always surprise. So yeah.
And you were able to get, as your amateur career, you were able to get the Cage Warriors Academy title. Now that Cage Warriors, they have announced that their women's bantamweight division is going to start to get there. The title will be captured in November. Do you feel like that gives another avenue for women to come into the sport and get a recognition that they deserve?
Yeah, for sure. Like Cage Warriors were more when I was amateur or even professional when I started, they're more like focused on the boys.
Yeah,
And it's good. Like it's just ours who had a titles and now I see Octagon have some titles, but Cage Warriors, I think it's the biggest in Europe, so they deserve to have something like that, and that's gonna really help to evolve even more girls MMA.
and how much do you focus on tape study for your fights? Do you focus on it a lot, or do you just focus on it just a tiny bit?
Yeah. Of course, we are studying her. Especially my head coach and husband, Sasha. He knows every her move. So of course, we are studying my opponent, and I really think that's something you need to do. Especially if you are in UFC and if you want to come to the top, you need to study your opponent. So you have every plan planned. Yeah.
And do you have the benefit of being able to do this full time? I know you have got that manage the owner, but do you focus on the training full time just now?
Yeah, yeah, I can do that. Like now, my husband is working in a new gym, but we don't want to like open or anything until we are finished the fight. So all my focus is on fighting right now. I don't work anymore. I work here just like two times a week, but even now, like when I'm in fight camp,
Yeah.
my friends helping me, so I can just focus on training and recovery. So yeah. I'm totally focused right now on the fight.
Well, that sounds great. I know you're going to go out there, smash it, get the victory, and get that top 15 opponent in Sydney. I'll let you have the final word. Is there anything else you're wanting to add or anyone you're wanting to shout out?
I want to shout out to my coaches, Sasha Petrovic, Christopher Heum, Bruno Carvalho, Dejan Petrovic as well, and everybody who helped me in the gym. Really means a lot. Orion MMA Academy, thank you so much. Larvi Combat Center, thank you so much. So yeah, that that's it.
Well, that sounds great. I know you'll go out there and get that victory.
Yeah.